My name's Robert Jeffries.
Liz Rushworth.
Louis Bazant.
My name is Wendy Andujar.
So I've been meth addict for 15 years.
Because my life literally was spinning out of control. I found myself in a very weird place using drugs that I would never have done.
Before I came here, all my doors had been closed. I had nowhere to go really. I had some family the family where I needed to be at, they didn't want me anymore.
I lost everything. I lost my house, family.
I now know, after a year later, God brought me here for a very specific reason.
You know, that old life was over. You know, the addiction, living in a canyon in a tent. You know, I was happy to be here.
And I think people have a hard time understanding this. But when you live a life full of bad decisions, just because you get clean doesn't mean your life changes.
I ended up with nothing. And I was content with nothing for a while on the streets because you get used to it. But you just empty inside though. It's like, oh, there's more than this.
I couldn't be here telling you how I feel, and I mean this with such sincerity, if I wasn't in this program.
But, you know, coming here, it opened my eyes more that, you know, there is a loving God. There is, you know, I do have a Father in heaven.
At first it was, I think I want to do that, I think I want to do that. Where now it's like, you know what, I'm in a good place, I'm getting clear-headed better every day, I'm getting closer to God every day. And He opens things up. And He's helping me with things I don't even realize sometimes until after it's happened. I'm like, oh, okay.
And when you find it, it's incredible. It's that feeling that surpasses all understanding. It really is.
You know, and like I said, you know, I can't say it enough. Without this program, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't even know if I would have my kids in my life right now.
There's been something I've been praying for so many years. I have 4 children. My youngest son is 12. My next daughter is 20. My oldest son is Vaughn. And my oldest daughter is Dallas. And I have a good relationship with my children, but there's been distance between my son Vaughn and I. And I knew God was going to reconcile our relationship. He says beautiful things to me. Mom, I love you. Merry Christmas, Mom. I forgive you. On my wedding day, my son showed up and walked me down the aisle.
ECTLC will give you every opportunity, if you want to get off the streets, to get off the streets.
So loving. Let me feed you. Let me give you a hot shower. Let me give you a fresh bed to sleep in. You know, no place would do that for you. The difference is now I don't live for myself. I'm not selfish anymore. Me. It's them. My kids, my grandchildren. What can I do to show my children's children who and what I am through God, because they've never seen me?
And where now I know I can see in their eyes that they're happier for me, and then me for what I'm doing to make them happier. That's making making better some of all the bad I ever did to them.
And if I could share my story and get through just to one person how good God is through this, then it's so worth it. I've done it. God did it.
Where I am now is I fell madly in love with a man named Ivan, and I married him. 2 weeks ago I married him. I have an apartment with my youngest son and him in Lakeside. I have a car, and now I have a driver's license, and I completed my school, and I have insurance, and I started my own business.
I'm at Father Joe's Village, downtown San Diego, on the morning chef down there. As a chef, we feed anywhere from 1,500 to 1,800 people a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
1 week from Sunday, I will graduate. I made it.
Congratulations.
And that same day, I leave to go to Idaho to live with my 3rd son and 4 of my grandchildren. And that's where I really want God to use me. I have 1 son here, my oldest son, and 2 grandchildren.
It may not be that many changes for somebody else, but for me, it's like my dream. I'm living the life of it's a dream to me. That everything is Everything has changed so much, and I don't struggle with things anymore, and I couldn't be happier.
They make sure your daily needs are taken care of. They help you reconcile with your family. I believe that reconciliation comes from God. All of my children wrote me off and said I was dead to them, and all of them have come back to me full circle.
And without God, when I wanted to forget about something or be embarrassed of something, I would drink to numb my mind. Where now I don't have to do that and living my life better, there's no need for me to numb my mind. It's not a continuing thing like when I had a bottle in my hand.
I'm sorry, I can't say it enough. You know, I thank this program so much for everything they've done for me.